Whatever you do, don't spend the $5 bills you see in this video before watching this video in its entirety. The reason I say that is because there are people out there that don't know how much their $5 bills are actually worth. By the end of this video, you're going to know everything that you need to know about these $5 bills and if the $5 bill you have is rare and valuable. So let's hop right into this video. So up first, we have this $5 bill that sold for $3,600, and this is exactly why. So I'll try to break this down as quickly and simply as possible. The first thing we all need to know is the fact that this note was graded by PMG at a 66 EPQ. 70 is the highest grade, so this one's getting close to that grade. It's important to note that the better the grade you achieve, the more money it's worth. The way you get the 70 grade is if there's no folds or bends or handling or inclusions on the note combined with a good centering. You can see the centering left to right of this bill is not the best, but it's also not the worst. Next, this bill is from 1928. It's important to know that 1928 was the first year they ever started producing small size Federal Reserve banknotes. Before that, they were large size bills. Next, you can see that this is considered to be a numeral type bill. Now, what's a numeral type bill? Essentially, if you look on the left-hand side of the bill, you'll see a large number 10. Typically, you'll see a letter there and not a number. So these are called numeral type bills. You can also see some smaller 10s in 4 different locations around the bill. That's because this is the 10th district, which is the Kansas City district for this bill. A fun fact, if you look at the prefix of the serial number, that is the first letter, it's a J, and J is the 10th letter in the alphabet. That is a fun fact that not many people know. So how do you know if you have a bill that's worth this much money? Look, if it's in good condition, it's a numeral type bill from 1928, it's going to be worth a whole lot more money than just $5 because again, this note sold for $3,600. Wait, 90% of you that watch the videos are still not subscribed. So you better subscribe right now so we can keep the lights on. Wait, no, I was kidding. Not spending too much time on this bill, but this bill sold for $6,600 and here's why. So the first thing you notice is this one graded at the 67 grade, so a point higher than the previous note. You can see this is a more modern bill. It's a 2003 bill. To keep it brief, the main reason why it sold for so much money is because this is a serial number 1 bill. So when they start producing these bills, they start with a serial number 1 and go all the way up to a solid number 9 serial number until it rolls over, changes the prefix, and starts over at serial number 1. Serial number 1 notes and low serial number notes in general do bring a premium in the marketplace. So if you have a low serial number or a cool serial number, it's going to bring more money because this one sold for $6,600. All right, so one thing we really need to be aware of on these bills is the back plate number. Now this number is located on the back right-hand side of this $5 bill you see here. Essentially, this is more of an internal thing for the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. What's also really important to know is that this bill sold for $9,400. So when they're producing these bills, the back of the bill is produced first, which is the first print. Then the front of the bill is produced second, which is the main dark design you see here. And then the third and final print is laid on the surface, which is the overprint, which is the serial number and the seals on the left and right hand side of the bill. Sometimes you have a mule note. Now this is not a mule note, but if you have the back of a bill with a plate position that was supposed to go on the front of a different bill, that is considered to be a mule note. This typically happens when there's a shortage of a specific serial number range and they need to produce more of those bills. You'll see them sometimes on star notes. The next note we go over, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about as to why the backplate number is so important. But because this one is a serial number 1, it sold for $9,400. So on these 1950 bills, you want to be looking out to see if you have a wide or a narrow, if you have a wide 1, a narrow, or a wide 2 variety, because this one sold for almost $20,000, guys. This bill sold for $19,550, and this is why. So you're going to need to look at the back plate number of this bill. Now you can see the back plate number here is 2086. So essentially they were changing the design of this bill, and collectors go crazy over these wide 2 bills, especially if they're in high graded condition like this note. So I'm going to throw up a diagram. You see wide 1 says the face plate number is 628 through 683 and the back plate is 2006 or lower. The narrow example is back plate number 2007 to 2066 and the wide 2 is back plate number 2067 to 2096. You can see this one falls in the category of wide 2. This one graded very highly by PMG at a 65 EPQ, and that's why it sold for $19,550. This bill bill sold for $26,450, and here's why. So I'm going to keep it brief, but this 1928C $5 bill graded by PMG a 65 EPQ. You can see the large F on the left-hand side of the bill is the district letter, which is Atlanta. Now, a lot of the time, a 1928C is a very challenging series to obtain, especially in high grade. If you come across one of these bills, you've come across a note that's worth a lot of money because, again, this note sold for $26,450. YouTube has a complex algorithm that knows exactly what you want to watch next, and that video is on the screen now. If you agree, click on that video and I'll see you inside.